Good morning, namaste. Thank you for being here today with Yogi with Vic. Today we're going to do one of the poses that you've probably seen a million times, that you're going to definitely see in yoga, which is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. It is one of the warriors, a standing pose. Obviously, or not so obviously, it is a warrior, a strong one. And this pose has so many things. It's tricky because there's a lot of hip involvement, so it might be tricky depending on your anatomy, so do not get too caught up with it. If you feel this tough, just so we can tweak it a little bit so that it becomes easy for you. Do not become obsessed like in any pose in yoga, any asana that you do. It is the way it is for your own body, so we'll try our best. I'll give you cues. Well, there's always modifications you can do because our structure and our bones and our flexibility in the hips is not always the same for everyone. So to get into Warrior One, basically, let's start from the top. This is a bit uneven, so if you feel that I'm wobbling a bit, this is just the floor is not very stable here. It's not really horizontal. But anyway, we start from the top of the mat. Then we're gonna bring this foot back. So this one is looking straight forward. This one has an angle of, I don't know, 45, 60, depending on, again, in your anatomy, because we all have different bodies. Because the hips have to be in neutral rotations. That means looking forward, like two flashlights. I mean, like imagine the lights of a car that are looking forward. This knee is going to go bend to a 90 degree, more or less. Again, if you need to, oh my goodness, I've got some tweaks below there that are making it more difficult. Something like this, but again, try to put the hips in neutral rotation. It might be a bit tricky. Again, do not hyperextend this. So no, the knee should not go too straight. So it's not a matter of even though you have to engage the quads and make sure the patella, the kneecap is coming up, but not hyperextending here too much so you don't hurt yourself. We're going to go down, again, not going too much because otherwise you're going to hurt your knee. So 90 degrees, not the knee won't go over the ankle line. We're going to look forward. And if you feel like, yay, I'm doing great here, this is really cool, then we're going to go up. You can have your arms separated, palms looking at each other, or you can bring the palms together if that feels good. Slightly looking up. Oh, I've got the sun in my face, this is so good. But opening the eyes is a bit of a nightmare. If you see me winking, you know why. Oh, I like here. I like it better here. But sometimes I feel like this. Depends on your shoulder flexibility this morning. But it opens your chest. It helps you with all the respiratory issues. So if you're a bit congested, all these poses opening chest are absolutely wonderful. Oh, this feels so good. And of course, it strengthens your legs. Your quad is going to be on fire. Back leg too, so all this is really strengthening. And obviously your upper body when you stretch. It really helps with confidence, boosting determination, and a lot of balance, which is also very important. Stability. That's what we want in life, don't we? Even though if you, like me, you like moving around, and stability sometimes sounds a bit like, we all need some sort of a stability. Determination, power, yes. If you feel that this is a bit too much for you, you can also go to a kind of high lunge, so you can be on your toes. This would definitely give you a frontal rotation, so you'll be neutral. So that's also another option if you think Warrior One is not for me. And also when you do the classes, you can do the same. If you feel that Warrior One is not a pose for you, just go to high lunge. That's also possible. But you can do like this. Again, not hyperextending the knee. Yeah, I tend to also go a little bit on the side. So for me, high lunge is a bit easier. Try to always put the weight on the external part of the foot. So imagine you're pressing a racing or something with your little pinky, but it's not pinky, that tiny little toe there. So the weight is there. And the same here. You have to feel the 3 points of contact of the foot. So the ball here, 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 and at the back. So they have to be really on the floor. Here again. And breathe. And to come out, just slightly bend forward and do a little bit of, there you go. Hey, that feels so great. Ooh, I can feel it. Same thing to the other side. So again, the foot really stable. Go to the back in an angle, keeping the neutral rotation of the hips. Always looking to the front, not hyperextending. Weight on the external part of the foot. Go down. Again, knee, do not go over the toes or not even over the foot. Just make sure that, yes, it's in a straight line. And come up. You can also do a little bit of back bend, but that's just for extra points. And also, if you want to come out going down with your hands, that's also possible. You can come to a plank, and then you can do the chaturangas that we do in Hatha, which is the Ashtanga one, or you can do again maybe a cobra. I don't know, whatever you fancy today. Downward dog, and then you come out as a longer way. But if you feel like it, why not? Just do whatever you fancy in the moment. Otherwise, as we said, the easier one is just slightly bend forward. Woo! That is wobbly. Okay, let's try again. There's a lot of stuff in here. So slightly bend forward and just and enjoy. Imagine, I think this is going to be my next. When I'm going home, I will feel this little sun in my face. Oh, it's so good. Thanks for being today with me and going through this Warrior One. Again, let it improve your confidence, get these thighs stronger, this body stronger, and this determination that we need very often. Thank you so much, and see you very shortly.